Ignore It, 2021, is a short horror film directed by Andrew Finnan that plays on a simple yet deeply unsettling premise. What if ignoring something actually made it more dangerous? It's a tense, character-driven piece that explores the psychological strain of living with an invisible, malevolent presence. The story of Ignore It, 2021. The film centers on a family, a mother, father, and their young son, living in a house that is clearly haunted or cursed. The specific rules of this haunting are simple but terrifying. There's an entity in the house that becomes violent and physically harmful only if acknowledged or looked at. The family's entire existence revolves around a desperate, stressful effort to ignore it. We see them go about their daily lives in a state of constant vigilance. The parents are always on edge, whispering warnings to each other, and most crucially, trying to teach their young son the absolute necessity of never looking at, talking about, or otherwise reacting to the invisible presence. The tension builds through everyday moments. A glass might slide off a counter, a door might slam, or an object might visibly move. The family's reaction to these occurrences is chilling. They freeze, take a deep breath, and deliberately avert their gaze, pretending nothing happened, even as the sound of the entity's frustrated thrashing or eerie movements fill the house. The horror escalates as the entity's attempts to get their attention become more aggressive. It's not just objects moving. There are loud thuds, violent shakes, and increasingly direct manifestations designed to break their resolve and force them to acknowledge it. The climax of the film usually involves a moment where a family member, particularly the child, is pushed to their limit, threatening to break the rule. The parents must then make agonizing choices to maintain the facade of ignorance, knowing that one glance could lead to horrifying consequences. The film effectively conveys the immense psychological toll this takes on the family, living in a constant state of fear and denial within their own home. Ignore It is effective because it subverts common horror tropes and taps into the universal anxiety of things lurking just out of sight, and the terrifying idea that your only defense is to pretend they don't exist, even when they are actively tormenting you.